Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are doing well today. I want to remind you that I am asking you to evacuate if you are in Houston or anywhere south. I'd also like to remind you that since Tuesday night at 9:49 p.m., I've made 12 videos, and then last night I left. My last one was at about 5 p.m., and I left, went north to my parents' ranch in Dallas and Fort Worth. And also on Wednesday at noon, I asked Governor Abbott, please close schools and evacuate, and asked people to evacuate due to this storm. And that early on, people were saying that I was fear-mongering and that I had no idea what I was talking about. But now, here we are, Friday, 5 p.m., and everybody is singing the song that I've pretty much been singing since Tuesday night. That this is not to be treated as, quote-unquote, just a Category 3 hurricane. This is a multi-day rain event. So this giant Gulf of Mexico-sized hurricane we are watching now is going to be trapped by two high-pressure zones, and so it's going to keep it stationary over the coast of Texas, which includes parts of San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Houston, for about 5 to 8 days. And so the highest rainfall totals I've seen in a very worst case scenario have been 60 inches of rain. And remember, if you get, even in your lowest areas, you get 15 to 20 inches of rain, and your highest areas you get 45 inches of rain, we're talking like a 500-mile wide swath. You see, I mean, it's already covering the entire coast. And so if we go over on my Twitter, like here, they're basically saying life-threatening flooding from Hurricane Harvey is expected to bring rainfall amounts of up to 40 inches. And here, Brad Panovich has basically said, so this location of Harvey is not at 7 p.m. tonight, but 7 p.m. next Friday. And that is what I've been trying to tell people, is that, so that is still this storm a week from today. It is still going to be projected to be bullseye on Houston and the same surrounding areas. So I'm going to make this one very quick and just ask people. Like, it was like I drove up 45 and, you know, I'm in DFW and I'm lucky enough that my family's here. But, you know, if you can afford it, you know, rent a motel, go stay with friends, but get north if you can. The worst thing that can happen is then maybe you wasted some money, quote unquote, on a hotel or on travel. But if this thing drops as much rain as they're saying and the amount of time they're saying, you know, you could be stuck where you are without power for days. And I know a lot of Houstonians are tough as nails. I love Houston. It's my favorite city in the world. It may surprise people, but Houston is an amazing city. But, you know, you don't want to be in there for all this. And, you know, I don't want to use scare tactics, but I'm going to go ahead because I'm worried about y'all and I love y'all. I mean, I couldn't even convince some of my best friends in the world, some of my favorite people in the whole world, I could not convince to leave. Drastic times call for drastic measures. These mesovortices are incredible. Like, where was it? Okay. One of the things that someone was mentioning, that these floods are going to bring out a lot of snakes. You know, so you'll get snakes in these high-lying waters, and there's going to be the waters themselves, the floodwaters are going to be dangerous. So, you know, I'm going to keep this one short, and now that I'm home and sleeping in a good bed and rested, I will continue my full coverage of this. Although now everybody's covering it, so I don't feel it's as important. And we're getting to the point where people have made their choice. They're going to do one thing or the other. And so, you still have time to get out. And you might even have time through tomorrow. But what I'm saying is that, if this storm is going to be what they say it's going to be, I've been literally staring at these models since Tuesday night, again and again. And for a while, they had only been getting worse. Like scarier and scarier. Like now, we're estimating a landfall of about 957 millibars. And so I'm saying, if you can afford it, this is Monday. This thing only goes to Tuesday, but look, it is still hanging out on the coast, and the reports have been pretty wild. Like, it's shown the hurricane moving. Some have shown it moving back out, strengthening and coming back on land. But I would definitely not go near the coast. This could be unlike any storm that's ever happened. So I'm going to wrap this one up, and then I'll start on another one. But this is just me asking you to evacuate. I've seen estimates of, let me find the one last thing, of up to 60 inches of rain. So that's 5 feet of rain on top of 12 feet of storm surge along the coast. And we're talking about Houston doesn't drain well anyways. So it's not going to have a chance to drain it. It's, and I don't know. I didn't, like I said, I got out of there. I took my own advice. I got out last night. I got to see my babies. Man, being surrounded by love of animals is amazing. Okay, so the GFS European suggests 60 inches of rain in some spots. And look how giant that swath is. 60 inches of rain. So yeah, I'm going to put this in the title. People may freak out. Like they didn't want to say 50 inches of rain, but this is the worst case scenario. And even if the best case scenario is 20 or 30 or 40 inches over a 500-mile period, that's very bad. So I love you guys. God bless everyone. If you're going to stay there, I will be saying prayers for you all day. All right? Let's all work together as one American family, because this is just the beginning. All right.